Hello, my name is Olatunde, and I'll be guiding you on how to use the Pro Learning platform. As a teacher, I also make another video on how to use it as a student. Okay, so now the first thing we need to do is to first of all have our username and our password ready so we can use it to log in. I will log in with my username and my password. Okay, please always make sure that your password and your username are correct. Okay, so I've been logged in, and this is what if this is your first time using the Pro Learning platform, most of these will be blank. You would probably not understand all this on your interface, but let me go straight into how you teachers use it. If you log in as a teacher, you have this particular thing here, site administration. This is going to enable you to create your courses, your subject, and create subjects under it, add activities to it, and all of that. So that's what we're going to be doing in this video. Just a very simple, straightforward video on how teachers can use it to create subject and interact with students through it. Alright, so now in this, I've clicked on this site administration. The next thing I need to do is to come to this place here called courses. Click on it and click on manage courses and categories. I could do this, create a new tab, or I could do this, add a category, whichever one works for you. But let's see the courses and categories. So now if you come to courses and categories, let me change this view to just course categories alone. So if you come to this courses and category management section here, you'll see that we have some courses and categories down here. Okay, and then if you come to this place, it takes you directly to the category where you want to add a new category to it. It's the same thing here. I could just click on this create new category and take me to this particular section here. But this section makes you or gives you an overview of all the categories you have in your platform, in your courses section. Alright, so now let's create a new category. So now we're going to create a new category called basic science. Basic science. Now this is science. Alright, so now this is it's important you have an idea of what you want to, like your subject, your scheme of work ready, your materials, your activities ready before you start creating classes and subjects in this platform to interact with students, because it's very important you have them so you won't be, and the classes you are creating the subjects for should be ready. Now I could say basic science, and I could say basic science for primary 2. Let me just do this, primary 2A. Now I have basic science primary 2A, and my course ID, it's not a must you do this. I could just say primary 2A. Now this indication shows that this is a required field. Okay, while this is just probably you just want to just add an addition to it or something, it doesn't have this particular exclamation mark in red, so it doesn't show that this is a required, but you just want to put it there just for it to be there. Okay, so now if you just write a description and say this is the basic science core subject for primary 2A class. Okay, something simple. Alright, then create category. Now my category has been created. Now the next thing I want to do is to create weeks under my category, so that in each week I have some courses that I can fix into those weeks. So now I'm going to create like 3 weeks. I'll do for 3 weeks, and then create a subcategory. Now the subcategory is going to be a category under this particular parent category, also called main category. So now category name is going to be week one. This is not important. Not Then create category. You notice that this came under this, right? So if I click on this, it disappears, and if I click on this, it appears as a week 1 under this particular parent category. So now next to do is create a second subcategory, and that will be week 2. Now I'm going to click on create category, something simple that can work for everyone. Create a subcategory and call it week 3. Alright, so now we have 3 weeks ready. Now for week 1, I'm going to click on week 1, and then we're going to have something. Let me change this to courses categories, just courses categories. Alright, so now I have week 1, and then I'm going to create, this goes back to, alright, so whichever way works for me, it's fine. I can work with both section. Alright, so now week 1 comes here, and then at this second section it shows week 1 here, and I'm going to click on this. This is where we start to create our different courses under week 1. So now in week 1 I'm going to have course full name. Let's say, alright, so now I mentioned earlier that it's important to have your courses ready, perhaps at the side or something, so that you can easily breeze through it. Probably copy the title, paste it here, so that you don't need to type it all on. No. So I have my courses selected down here. Let me just do this. So alright, so this works for me. So now for week 1 I could just do revision of first term's work, which is basically revision of first term's work. So paste it down here. Course short name, I heard now it comes up as a required, so I have to do something here. So just say revision rev 2 a something. Just alright, so now course category. Most times this place comes up as just come up as basic science, but you have to be the one to click on it and select basic science week 1. So it knows that it's putting this particular course under this particular week 1 for you. And then after you're done with that, the next course you want to do it to come up as that or not. So now start date. I'm going to check this away so that I could edit it. Now start date is going to be this. Today is 20th, so start date should be 21st of April. Now end date should be, let's say, let's give it a 1 day break. So 21st, and then 23rd, then April, and think then I could do a description of what the course is about, or I don't want to. Then I upload an image of the course. Let me see if I have an image that I could upload. Okay, yes, I have one here. I will just drag it into this. It's not must for you to add an image, but just for appearance sake, you should have it. So now click on save and display, and then it comes up as participant. How many students do you want to have in your particular course? Alright, so now I say okay, I want to enroll students into this particular platform. Now, in order to enroll students, the best way to do that is to first of all click on this enroll. Please take note that I clicked on save and display, not save and return. Now I'll click on this enroll users, and then click on this search. Select the student I want to be enrolled. I want to enroll into my particular course. I'm going to select some number of students. Now After I've selected the assign role, which is going to be student, now enroll users. Click on enroll users and 5 you enrolled users. Now 5 students have been enrolled into my course. Okay, so now the next thing I need to do is to proceed to course content. Now here I have my course content section set for me, but it looks dry, looks empty. I don't know what to do. This is my revision first time, so what am I going to do about this? Okay, so now the best way to do that is to first of all come to this section here and click on turn editing on. Alright, so now once you click on turn editing on, it recreates your platform for you so you can add things to it. So now this is the date I set for 21st April, but he added some more dates for me to 27 for a full week. He added for a full week. So what I'll do is I'll create this particular activity in it because this is the closest I have to it. Now for this I'm going to set lesson. There are a lot of things, an activity resource, there are a lot of things you could actually select. I would advise that for teachers we go through all this so that we can know which one is suitable for us to use for each class, or which class deserves a particular activity section. Right, so now for mine I'm going to say lesson because I want to teach them on something. Now the lesson activity module enables the teacher to deliver content and or practice activities in interesting and flexible ways. The teacher can use the lesson to create a linear set of content, pages, or instructions. Just telling us that we can create content and create like just the way you give them notes on the board or notes for them to write up, and you can create something like that, and then they read through, they write points, and then you can create something else like an activity test for them or something. So now for this I'm going to say revision last term's work. First terms, first term revision. Alright, so now I'm going to create a description. This is a description of the first term work, first term's work, first term's work. Also an activity will be assigned. Alright, so now once I do this, then I can say okay, now first terms for week 1, I can say week 1 we discuss on various uses of discuss on various subjects. I'm just thinking about something now. Subjects on basic science and how we communicate with our environment. Of course I'm just, but I bet you understand what I'm trying to talk. So now once you do this, you could say okay, there are points under this, and you want to add, you could just do this blue bullet point function and then type taking care of the environment, care of the environment is very key to us. Then you say next point is also making sure that the environment is clean and safe. Alright, so This is just a short description of what the lesson activity form can do. So now once I do this, I click on save and display. I want to see what I actually created. Alright, so now this is it here. Of course, this can be more than you can do more than this, but just let's okay. So now after we're done with this, I come back to this place here. Yes, so I have my first term revision down here under this particular week. Now I could create another activity and say, okay, let's use an interactive to teach them, probably to show them how to probably use a slide to teach the class today. I could add a description of what basic science teaching. I don't know why I keep messing up the science. Alright, so now I create content and then probably use an interactive video or course presentation. I prefer course presentation because it makes me understand what I'm teaching. I could choose whichever one I want to use. Let's use this number 3 of 7. So I'll just use number 3, 7 use. Alright, so I have this, I have this, I have this. So I'll just probably import image into it. I could just import image into it. This is where you need to check out all this how it works. If I click on image now, I would say probably add an image or something. It comes up to this place here, downloads. Let me look for an image that I could use. Okay, so do this, select this, put an image, this image, blah 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 blah. Alternative text. This is an image of use. So this sorry. Alright, so click on done. So I have my image down here, but it's too small, so I'll just enlarge it. Let's see. Okay, so I have the first one, then I click on the new slide. So it creates a second slide for me. So I could always just go to those each of my slides. If it's not an image you want to use, if it's a video you want to use, you could do the same process. If it's a text you want to type in here, you could do the same process. So it's very easy to use, very easy to use. I advise that we all try as much as you can to check out each and every of these activities. Yes, I'm leaving because I'm not saving that. Alright, so now I want to add like an assignment. So I'll create add and then set an assignment name and say give 3 uses of basic science. Okay, so now, so sorry about this. I'll charge later on. Alright, so now this is description. A description is more of saying I want to describe what the assignment is all about. So I'll say give no sorry send a screenshot of send a screenshot of um, 3 uses sorry 3 uses of basic science to the environment. Submission date 22nd April 2020. Alright, so I have this. Let's say then I'll probably, if I want to add an image to the assignment, make it, but I don't want to do that. So availability, allow submissions from 20th. Okay, Due date should be 27th. No, I don't want to date. I want due date to be 23rd. Okay, so now I'd say remind me to grade by 4th. That's too far. So I would say 24th. I would say 23rd also of April. Always show description. Yes. File submission. Online text. You add your text to your submission. Children can be very creative and interesting. They don't submit assignments. So we could also do that. Alright, so maximum number of uploaded files 20, depending on the number of students you have in your class. If you want to increase that number from 20 to perhaps, I think 20 is the max limit. Okay, use 20 for now. So now save and display. Please ensure that you always try to save and display so you always see what you've saved before you return back. Alright, so now view all submission, participant 5, view all submission grade. Alright, so I have this. I'm not grading it because I've not seen any submission yet. So alright, so now first time revision. I can always go back to this, but go back to this. Alright, so now we have our assignment here, and this is our lesson here. Alright, so now this is just for revision of first terms work. Now if I want to add something else, like probably a new, this is just, let's go down to my week 1. Okay, so now this is revision of first terms work. It's not open yet because it's not on the due date yet. The course is not going to start until tomorrow, so that's why it's not open yet. But I could always just force it to come open by clicking the eye. Alright, so now create new courses. That it means students will not be able to see it. That's why it's closed like that. Alright, so now the next, I could create a new course and say let me week 2 soil constituents. Right, constituent. Alright, so I'm saying just paste it here. It's very easy but just use. I'm saying week 2. Oh, sorry about that. That was week 1. Okay, I'm pasting this add new course for week 2. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll go back to manage courses, leave, I'm saving it. Manage courses, go to my week 2 and click on week 2. So now I'm going to create a new course in week 2, and that will be the and paste it here. Alright, so now we have this week 2 underscore a. I could just do this, then it comes up as week 2 here. Okay, and then this is very important because you know how to align and structure your work very well. Alright, so now it's going to start on which day? Let's say 24th. Okay, that's a second week. Calculate it properly. Okay, calculate the end of the week. That is starting 27. I'm giving it 2 days. 27, 29. Okay, so I want this to work properly. So let me look at my dates. 27th. Oh, I got it. Alright, so then a description of the course, an image, add it, save and display. Then add your students for the second week. It could also be the same set of students. And yes, you have to do this. You have to be deliberate about the number of students because this is you're interacting with students. So you have to be very careful when you're dealing with them. Alright, so same students, enroll for week 2, then proceed to course content. Same process, same process. And when you come over here, you discover that this is still under, you can add activities, not as plain as it was earlier on. Add the same process, and that's how it goes. Alright, so I believe um I've been able to show you how to use the teacher's interface to create a structure of your subject for the student. The next video will be on how students can relate with these particular courses and see them and work on the assessment and the class content. Alright, if you have any issues or any troubles, please do not hesitate to reach out to any of the instructors, guide of ProLearning. Alright, thank you very much.